I'm Halaine. I run a company called Unstoppable Power, and I teach people 60 tip in 60-minute programs. Now that sounds kind of hard. How do you get all 60 tips in? Well, I do it kind of in a slow, fast pace where we do the first 3 or 4 of each section slow, and then we pick up the speed and go fast, what I call the hot tip hustle. But what's really cool about the 60 tips, it's not all my tips. It's actually tips I gather from people around the country that actually use the particular topic or do the particular topic we're talking about, like customer service. It's going to be frontline people that work customer service. I have one on bookings, how to get booked as a speaker. It's from speakers who get booked. What I do is gather all the tips and put them in categories to deliver to you in a short, concise format. Altogether, these 60 tips in 60 minutes are a great way to motivate your employee in a short amount of time. We're going to talk a little bit about your mindset, what you set your mind on. Employees that are above and beyond and go out their way, I can tell you, are positive. They have positive things that come out of their mouth. They encourage people, they lift them up. But how many of you ever get stuck with that stinking thinking? You know what I mean? Part of it is because of what you're allowing to go in, the movies you're watching, the songs you listen to, how you start your mornings. If you start with the news, that's negative stuff right there. It affects the rest of your day. With this being a remote control society, you want to get your mind on the good stuff so the good stuff comes out. So this is the first part we're going to talk about in the 60 tips, how to get your mind set on being someone that gives energy versus a taker that sucks it up from other people, right? Number 10, do whatever it takes to get the job done. When I say do whatever it takes, the lady that sent this one, her name was Tammy Brown from Spark Energy. And I saw we had some utility people here from the city. What she did is she said, if they need me to go read a meter, I'll go read a meter. I'm a controller. I know nothing about being out in the field, but if that's what my company needs, I'll do it. She says, I do what it takes for my company to succeed. That's the attitude companies, again, want to hire people and they want people to be. So decide you're going to have that attitude, doing what it takes to get it done. Number 11, understand the top 3 things your boss cares about and never miss on these. I am a top 3 person. Every day I look at what are the top 3 things I want to accomplish today. So if I don't do anything else, I have gotten the most valuable out. I want you to look at your boss, and when you go back, ask them, what are the top 3 things most important to you that I don't miss on? You know why? It's different for every single person. And when you ask them that, that is the 3 things you keep in front of you that you make sure you do every day. Number 12, create a Bible of the office. I actually have a little illustration of this one. What I want you to do is any type of binder or folder that you can get, but you want a 3-ring binder. What you do is you create this binder of what your job tasks are each day, what you do daily, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, your forms that you use. So if you are out, you don't know, you might break a leg or something, you won't be there. They have someone that can follow this to keep things going while you're gone. This is one I actually created for summer. You see, I speak and I also am a mom of a 4- and 6-year-old. And it's called the Little Dwarf Family Summer Fun Book. Because I did not want to be a mom that was just trying to get through the summer. I wanted to have fun and enjoy it. We put together little schedules. Each day we had our daily duties, we had our fun things of what we wanted to do. It's the same concept at work. You would write down what you do, brainstorm with your employees. I'm going to take 20 minutes and we're going to brainstorm what we can do to make our department better. Put that in here, Friday's brainstorming day. Number 18, have a form that is used for each new project request. And what I'm talking about for the form is a 3-part NCR. This is an actual, like a project sheet per project. So it goes into a little more detail. It tells you what to do, how to do it, and all the details are there. Isn't that what you want when you're getting ready to start on the project? You want it right there in front of you, and it has a phone number in case you do need a little more information. You can actually call them then. But this makes your life easier by starting one of these. Number 26, tackle your ugliest frog first thing in the morning. Tackle your ugliest frog first thing in the morning. Now this is from Carla Sandora. With their department, they have a book club. Is that cool? So together they read books to grow their skills. They're reading Brian Tracy's Eat Your Frog First, which means do the worst job first. She said it takes more energy in dreading the task coming up than it does in actually doing it. So this way you get it done and the rest of the day is going to be a breeze. Do you love it? Can you do it? Oh yeah! 23, prioritize what's on your list. All things are not equal. Make sure you pull out, I do the top 3, but make sure you know what is the most important thing that needs to be done. Urgency is the next thing to look at, but deadlines usually drive that, okay? So look at what's most important. 24, allocate a time frame to each item on your list to get an idea of how much time it'll take to complete the task. One of the biggest challenges, you write down your priorities, but you don't write down that this takes 10 minutes, this takes 3 hours. All things are not equal. You need to write the time so you're allocating your time better for the day. Number 29. This is a big one. You're going to want to circle this one. Keep the last 15 minutes of your day to organize your desk. Keep the last 15 minutes of your day to organize your desk. Keep the last 15 minutes of your day to organize your desk. This is by Kim Clemon. She's with USA Space Ops. I want you to also note on that, print your calendar for tomorrow. Okay, whatever you're using, or if you have your calendar in front of you, that's fine. But look at your calendar of what's coming up for tomorrow. You can prioritize it the night before. You do that, you come in the next day, you're ready to go. Number 30, check email at 10, 2, and 4. 10, 2, and 4. Check your email at 10, 2, and 4. This is by Dale Colley of Courage Builders. And the whole thought about this is now you have a set time that you're checking it. Most companies have a 3-hour return of when they expect an email to be returned. Now, I spoke for an interior designers conference. They had one company that expected a 1-hour return. And I'm thinking, I would never want to work for someone that expected that. That's crisis mode all the time of having to be on what's coming in, and you can't do the other stuff that's really important. Do you love it?
Oh, yeah.
Can you do it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here Dale Carnegie in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, which we all know about, says 85% of your success is due to how well you communicate. It is so important that you learn to be an effective communicator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 7 seconds, you have made some type of judgment on me based on what I'm wearing, the sound of my voice, and how I carry myself. Is that right? Well, people are judging you in 7 seconds based on the same thing. What are they seeing? What are you communicating when they look at you? Okay? So this first one actually covers that, where it talks about keep professional. Number 34 says keep it professional. And she said, you know what? It may be hard at first because you have to research what is professional. Fashion is not necessarily professional. There's a way to combine it, but you can be the most fashionable person and not be professional, okay? It's about, honestly, the best thing you can get is jackets. No matter what you're wearing, a jacket will increase your professionalism tenfold, okay? If there's anything you spend your money on, jackets is the way to go. But do some research of your stuff that you mail out. What you mail reflects on you. That is also a communication tool, so you want to keep that professional too. 35 is do a status report. Now I want you to circle that one. If there is anyone that will have the greatest return on investment if you start doing after this course, will be this one. What this is something you do every Friday. It's above and beyond your job, so perception is you're doing above and beyond what's asked of you. It only should take 5 or 10 minutes, and there's 3 sections, and it's in here. Results of the week, things I'm working on, things I need your help on. Let me ask you, managers, if your employees did that, how would you like that? How would you like your employees turn that into you? I had a vice president in Fayetteville, Arkansas. She said I had taught her people, and then she came later. So it was like sometimes I get the same people, and she was their boss. She said her boss came in and asked, what were you doing? And she was able to show all that they were doing right there, perception-wise, that president was impressed that she knew all that was going on through these reports. But you know what else is good about this? When your evaluations come, usually I look at you the last 60 days before that date is due to evaluate you. If you walk in with this or send it to your boss ahead, you have 52 sheets of results of the week, what you're working on, what you need help on, to show what you've been working on. Isn't that awesome? So it's going to help you get that raise. It's going to help you get that promotion by keeping track for the whole year. 36, if a problem occurs, explain and have solution and options to solve the problem. This is by Jim Hodgkins. He's an assistant vice president for student affairs at Southeastern Louisiana University. And there's a little book out now, actually. It says the 1 Minute Manager Meets the Monkey. Okay, it's along the 1 Minute Manager things by Ken Blanchard. The monkey's the problem. Okay, so if you're a manager and your employee comes up to you and says, hey, I've got this problem, could you help me figure out what to do? They have just transferred the monkey. It's now on your back, okay? A few weeks go by, or a few days, however long the time frame is, and then that employee comes to you and says, hey, did you figure out that problem? Who is managing who? See how it reverses? Make sure your employees bring you 3 solutions to the problem. Employees, make sure you bring solutions whenever you have a problem that comes up, so it makes it easier for your boss to figure it out. 55, allow your employees to do their job and to have responsibility and authority to get the job done. This lady, her husband owned a plumbing company, and they had one employee that everything would call and ask about. That's not good employeeship, okay? It is better to do it, take the bull by the horns, get it done, and then if you make a mistake, you then learn from your mistake and grow from that. And that's what she said, have the authority to do your job. Okay, do you love it?
Oh, yeah.
Can you do it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're going to do the hot tip hustle. Here we go. Write down, arrive 20 minutes before your boss each day. Arrive 20 minutes before your boss each day. Now, sometimes you can't. There might be child care things or something else going on. But this lady that sent this one in, her name was Linda Irby. She's with, it's called techotmc.edu. She's with the education department, and she said by her coming before her boss, she can then kind of check things out, and it sets the tone for the day by her being there before he gets there.